What's going on, y'all? So we're back using this Ho-Oh team for one more time before we either switch to my Calyrex team for one more video and then start using other people's teams, or we just start using other people's teams. So that's ultimately what's coming next. But I did update the rental code for this team, and I did want to give it a chance one more time before we move on to other things. So the update that I made on this rental code is basically just that I took Electroweb off Raichu and gave it Volt Switch. I really wasn't clicking Electroweb that often. I think there is definitely times where you would like to have Electrowebs. What it really comes down to is there's times where you would like to have Electrowebs, and there's times where you would like to have Brutal Fling. And there's really no, like, one is definitively better than the other. I honestly think Electrowebs is a little bit better than Brutal Swing, but Brutal Swing definitely has its moments. So it is something to think about. And the Volt Switch really just gives you an extra pivot if you need it, whether you're in Trick Room or not. One of the fellow content creator homies that we have collaborated with a little in the past, XC Zach X20, did use my team for a few videos, and so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link to their channel somewhere. They're, very good, sir. And I think they use this team a little better than I do, honestly. Like, when I was watching them play, I was kind of like, I don't know if that's what I would bring. Like, and then they'd pull it off, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, you do you, like, And I mean, I think really they just utilized Moltres a lot better than I've been able to with this team. Like, for me, a lot of times I just kind of bring Moltres in at the end, and I'm like, okay, like, it's here, it's bulky, it does things. I've Dynamaxed it like one time, but they seem to find a really good ways to make Moltres work, like, besides just bringing it for, like, Sucker Punch, Calyrex, Pressure. Yeah, so there's that, and I am looking forward to using the team again. Do I have a QOTD? I don't know. I'll think, I'll think of something. What is a Pokemon that you wish was getting used more in this series? Oh god, here we go. So, I mean, like, hypotheoretically, Ho-Oh is really not that bad here. I think the question is just, do we lead Ho-Oh, right? Like, do we need Trick Room, I think is really what I'm trying to say. Like, I want to imagine that I could get away with just going Mimikyu Rillaboom lead. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it is a possibility with Ho-Oh and maybe just Calyrex in the back. I mean, I don't want to, like, overthink this too much, honestly. I think it was either this or we just lead, like, Ho-Oh Raichu. And I think Ho-Oh Raichu could have been a decent lead. It was just very situational. Looks like they lead, okay. So, the problem for me, right, is going to become that Life Orb Kyurem does one-shot Mimikyu, right? So that's going to be a problem for us. And I'm still going to try to Trick Room, believe me. Like, I don't think I have a much better option. I think if anything, my better option would probably be to switch out into Calyrex. Right? Like, you just switch out into Calyrex right now. Yeah, I should have switched out. Because what that would have allowed me to set up is, just wasting their Trick Room, basically. Like, we'll see what they do, obviously. But, first off, they have the min speed in DD, which is smart. Second off, they click Helping Hand, which means I'm pretty much just screwed. Yeah. So, I don't know how I feel about not switching out there. I almost want to say it's fine. But at the same time, you know. We'll just do that. Bring out Calyrex. And I think the concern becomes their ability to just overpressure me, right? Like if they just go for Helping Hand Max Wormwind, like, should they ever not just get an Oko, right? That's kind of how I feel about it. I want to protect Rillaboom, but I also feel like we don't really have to. Because you can pretty much guarantee that, yeah, they're going to Helping Hand, and then they're going to Max Wormwind the Calyrex, and they should get a one-shot, so... Yeah, so what am I trying to say? I just didn't think. I didn't really think that through. What I needed to do was basically stall their Dynamax and then Trick Room in their face after Dynamax ends, right? And if I do that, there's really nothing they can do. But in the position that I just set up now, they're probably gonna wreck me. I mean, like, my really only hope is to max guard this turn, and to hope that they keep just avoiding Rillaboom, and then do this. Okay, I mean, debatably, I could have... Debatably, I could have knocked off the Life Orb on the Kyurem, right? I'm gonna expect them to make the right play, though. Yeah. So good job. I think I had options. I think I just didn't take them. So what I would have needed to do is switch into Cali turn 1, protect Cali turn 2, switch back into Mimikyu turn 3. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty much over at this point. Like, what I can do, right, is I can, like, airstream this slot and try to, like, you know, stop them from getting switch-ins. They should have, like, Blizzard or something. Yeah. I would have liked that to actually KO. Yeah, that's fine. I'm really interested in how this is gonna go. They should obviously just click like Helping Hand Behemoth Blade. They bring out Rotom. So that gives me the chance to bring this back. Out comes Zacian. I don't think this stall is gonna work. What I need to do... Okay. So I need them to try to follow me right now. And then I need to go for the flamethrower when they're not clicking follow me. Right? Like, that's ultimately what I need. They are successfully doing more than, so, like, they are actually chunking me away, right? Which should be, you know, like, happy to them. Let's hope they don't click follow me. If they do, I should just lose. Okay. That's kind of like salt in the wound, if we're being honest. Like, you couldn't just get the KO, please? For me? You couldn't just do it? We could have won that if we had just got that KO. See, like, even with all that bad playing, once we got into the right endgame with Ho-Oh, Ho-Oh almost just swept the whole team. So, yeah, that was really unfortunate. I would have liked to actually get damage off there. Can I ever lead Rillaboom Ho-Oh here? Well, I wanted to lead Raichu because I can Nuzzle and Max Rockfall, right? Let's try Raichu Ho-Oh with Calyrex, and I think we actually might need Rillaboom. We have so many things we need to get rid of. Like, ugh. So Rillaboom Ho-Oh was better if they lead Groudon, Charizard, and then Raichu. Okay, they lead Xerneas. Okay. So we have to Airstream and Fake Out. They should like Parting Shot. Alternatively, no, I don't want to reveal the Rock Ball, and I want the Airstream boost. More like a you would, my guy, you know? So we get some very solid damage on the Zern. I might just paralyze the Raichu just to be annoying. This could also be a good opportunity to like switch something in and make it really fast. I like the idea of nuzzling. However, alternatively, you know, bringing Calyrex wasn't the worst possibility ever. And then they bring in Lapras. Alright, Lapras. I mean, if we're being honest, I think it's probably more useful to Rockfall the Incin right now. And let's just Nuzzle. We do know there's a good possibility that the Rockfall won't KO Incin, which is a little unfortunate. But I do still think this is my best play, because I like basically just like neutralizing it, and what dealing with Incin does is it just puts me in a better endgame, right? Like, if I had doubled up Incin, we would definitely guarantee that we get the KO here. But I would have had to go for a Volt Switch. I'm expecting either Parting Shot or Flare Blitz, however we get a Paralysis. However, there's that. Very rude boys. So what do I have in the back? Okay, yeah, I mean, like, realistically. So you put 2 and 2 together, like, you make a sandwich, I guess. Show me weakness policy lappers. Okay. Oof, my guy. Did you just see that damage? Like, did anybody see that damage, or was it just me? Because I saw it, and it was crazy, man. We bring out Calyrex. I mean, the writing is pretty much on the wall, but, you know. In this case, it might be better to just, like, not even Trick Room. Because we've got them paralyzed. And we can pretty safely just go for another flamethrower. I think what I meant to say is we can pretty safely just recover and click Glacial Horns. Yeah. Yeah. But you guys can see the drawback of the Calyrex, or I mean the Life Orb Ho-Oh that's special. Like, not getting that KO. Wait, what? Oh, it's Weather Ball, right? I was like, wait, what? Excuse me? But that should be the end of their Dynamax, right? Yeah. So we go for... I mean, technically Flamethrower does more, I feel like, but what if we got an Ancient Power boost? You know? What if we got deboots? Yeah, GG's. Yeah, so I mean, we just had to stop the Xerneas, you know, like, and we did. I don't know what more they were really expecting. Like, they must have been like, please don't click Fake Out. And I was like, probably not. I'm probably gonna click Fake Out. Like, why would you Scarf into Precipice Blades, my guy? Like, Scarf into Rock Slide. You literally have a Ho-Oh in front of you. And your Lapras isn't... I mean, they probably thought Lapras was gonna cut it, but it just wasn't. Like, so... Yeah. I have thought about using Scarf Groudon, though, and I know James recently featured a team with it. I think it's good, it's just... What if they went for Perish Song, my guy? I mean, they don't have Protect, so Perish Song doesn't really work, and they have, like, a bunch of things that don't protect, right? Like, you gotta have Protect on your Pokemon if you're gonna run Perish Song. Yeah. I wonder if a high roll on the Flamethrower could have actually KO'd Zacian. Okay, that's another Pokemon I was thinking about yesterday. I was like, you know, Dracozolt is a thing, isn't it? Right? We like Dracozolt. Dracozolt is scary, honestly. We probably want to start, like, Raichu Moltres here or something. Like, Raichu Mimikyu. I mean, if we go Raichu Mimikyu, we know their Calyrex is going to be slower than ours in Trick Room, probably. Which is not amazing. Something I could do is just straight off the bat, just go Raichu Calyrex Horns with the Horns. Bring Rillaboomkus in the back. And I really don't have anything else that, like, wants to face a lot of what they have, right? Like, I think Mimikyu could honestly even be my best last option here. Like, it's either Mimikyu or Moltres, and, like, Mimikyu is not looking terrible. It's all dependent on who I get rid of, honestly. If we can get rid of the Dracozolt, and I guess the Calyrex, then Moltres can do things. I think the problem is if we don't bring Mimikyu, then we can't really, like, burn things. I don't know. Like, they lead Trevenant and their Boots. So, I think something that I would like to do here is just click Brutal Swing, and while we're at it, let's just Glacial Lance. Raichu is faster. Well, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. They do have Sash, which makes sense. So, I think the real question you have to ask yourself is, like, who's in a better spot right now? Them getting up Trick Room. Well, yeah, I didn't get a KO there, so technically they are in a better spot, right? If I had gotten a KO there, we would be in a pretty decent spot. We're still up a Pokemon at the moment, and then we can go up 2 Pokemon. So I'd like to say it's still okay. What we do here, right, is we maybe just, like, nuzzle this slot to be annoying, and we maybe just Quake this slot because we know that it's... I mean, it's a main Shao, like, that's all I'm saying. It does live. which I don't know if is good. Switches out with the eject button. At least we got a Quake boost. And then they have freaking Grapple Lock. Can I win this by taking out everything that's not named Calyrex? I don't think so, honestly. I'd like to say I could. I think we have to protect here, and then we have to Hailstorm here. We did get very disbenefited last turn by, that's fine. That's probably best for me. Well, in some weird way, that's probably best for me. It doesn't feel good, though. So what's the problem here? The problem is that pluses and minuses. We should have a pretty safe, just Grassy Glide Glacial Lance next turn. And we know Grapple Lock shouldn't have Protect if it's switched out like that. We also know Grapple Lock doesn't get Fake Out, and Trick Room is almost over. So we do have some good things going for us. The one thing we don't have going for us is Protect on our Moltres. And actually, bringing Mimikyu over Moltres would have probably just ensured that I win the game. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, that's life. That will definitely be GG's, though. I highly doubt that the -1 Glacial Lance will do this. So, yeah, I mean, really unfortunate way to have things go. But there's really not much I can do about it. We do know we need to protect Calyrex. Okay. So that was smart. And I could have capitalized on that by just going for Glacial Lance but either way, I was gonna lose. So, I mean, realistically speaking, I was never gonna get out of this. Because a +3 Calyrex versus a plus -1 Calyrex just never gonna cut it, you know? Especially when they flip the Trick Room. So I think we made some pretty bad decisions here, mostly with my move choice, if we're being honest. Like, we missed multiple crucial KOs by just choosing certain targeting, right? Like, I mean, I think a lot of what we did made sense, right? But, like, ultimately, it was going for the high horsepower that was really bad. Going for the max quake, I mean, on the main Shao instead of the other move. I mean, you know. Max Hailstorm. We'll play another one, I guess. Fine. You know? You can't win them all, you know? And that's always gonna be a thing. Boo. Okay. Lots of Trick Room. Lots of things my team loves. Okay. I mean, realistically speaking, there's not a lot I can do here. I like starting Mimikyu Rillaboom with Calyrex Ho-Oh in the back. And what we have to do in that case is position accordingly. So if they bring certain things in the front, we switch out Rillaboom. If they bring, I mean, you know, basically, like, that's what it comes down to. I think controversially, something I should have thought about is that, like, my team doesn't want Trick Room in this case. So, technically what I want to do is stop Trick Room. And in some weird way, this lead is maybe going to help with that. Like, if they lead Palkia and for some reason don't bring in Sin, and then, like, I just Dynamax, G-Max Drum Solo, like, I don't know. Just saying. I'm just saying. You know, do something bad. But they don't. You guessed it. I'm still gonna do it. Like, if you think I'm not gonna do it, you're wrong, buddy. Like, because that's exactly what my plan is right now. I'm going to Woodhammer, and then I'm gonna do this. You butthole. You chicanerous individual. Chicanerous. And deplorable. So yeah, Woodhammer goes first, does nothing. We take Iron Barb's damage. Drum Solo goes, it does nothing. Really good waste of a turn on their part, you know, you gotta give them that. That was very expertly executed. Good job, my guy. Bring out Calyrex or something. Okay. Well, we obviously have to drum solo that slot. And we Will-O-Wisp. I mean, the right thing to do here was either this or reverse the Trick Room, right? But I want to burn this Ferrothorn. Yeah, because they're just being annoying, basically. Like, it's fine, you know, it's fine. You can do that. The one time I miss Will-O-Wisp, the literal one time in the world that I actually miss Will-O-Wisp. Doesn't matter. I almost feel like I should just switch out right now, like. But if I do that, they probably just, you know. Let's see the parting shot. They send us a throat chop. Rillaboom was our switch in for a Max Geyser, though. So, I mean, realistically, if they just bring out Calyrex right now, they should win. Yeah. Because what that does is it gives them a scenario where all they really have to do is just Trick Room with one of these guys, and they should win. They could just Dynamax Palkia right now, and then yeah, that would probably be their best play. Like, what I want to do is try to call them Protecting Calyrex, right? In which case, I would do this. But realistically speaking, yeah, you Dynamax Palkia right now, and you just click Trick Room. Like, you really don't have to think about it that hard, if we're being honest. Like, okay. That's not enough. Air Slash, though? Do you got me? Do you flinch? Yeah. Feels good. What I'm tempted to do is to bring out Mimikyu and to burn them, right? I just don't think that that's, like, always a good play. I think we're getting dangerously into losing territory, though. And there's not much I can do to get out of it. I think what I have to do... What I have to do is I have to try to... Why would you ever max guard Calyrex here? You know what I mean? Like... But that's what I feel like I have to call. Like, I feel like I have to call a max guard Calyrex. And... I don't know. Doesn't it just feel good? Doesn't it just feel good to watch something go your way? So what I want to do here is I want to Shadow Sneak Palkia. However, there is the concern that it doesn't do enough, so I think what I want to do is Woodhammer the Palkia, and I want to recover. Let's hope they Hailstorm the Ho-Oh. Yeah. That does a very uncomfortable amount. And they bring out Ensign, which is smart. So what I have to do is I actually have to, I would say, KO myself with Woodhammer. And then switch out into Calyrex. This is gonna be rough, no matter what. I do think KOing myself is important. They set the Trick Room. Now that could pose a bit of a problem for me, actually, because what? Because of the fact that they have Parting Shot, right? I mean, I want to just high horsepower here and click recover. So we heal back more damage than they can deal, which is important. They should, I would say, either protect Ferrothorn or switch out this turn. And I think if they switch out and the Glacial Lance doesn't KO Ensign, then I'm in trouble, right? But, like, look how low their health is. That's so bad. We do get the KO though, so. So we have to do now. First, let's look at the Trick Room turns. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to Flamethrower the Calyrex and just Glacial Lance again. And if I'm correct, that should win us the game. I don't think this should KO. It's gonna be close. Yeah, so we win. Those air slash flinches, my guy. The rudest thing in the world, I swear. But, so technically we do have to recover here, and if we don't, we can lose. I mean, it's, no matter what, we can lose this, I think. But we do recover, so. If we didn't recover there, we 100% probably, well, no, it's, we needed to recover, let's just say that, so. You will never realistically do enough Leech Seed damage to get out of this. $53 to $27. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, at this point, if I've learned anything, it's that I can play a long, grindy game. You know, I can do that. If you're gonna make me, I can do that. Yep. Cancel. Yep. Y'all. So I would say that was one of our worst matchups. That Palkia was putting on a lot of pressure, and so was that Incin, like, switch in, switch out, switch in, switch out. What else does Incin ever do, if we're being honest, right? But, like, we pulled it off, and that's ultimately what you like to see. So some very long games in this one. You know, some games that didn't go my way, some games that did. I think ultimately we probably could have got a 3-1 if we had played the first one a little better, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and whatever happens next, we will see.